Hi and welcome to RC Copter Love. Today I show you my new M5 which arrived. I will not do an unboxing video. Many other videos are existing, not many maybe, but a few are existing and people are doing it better than I. I want to focus on the size comparison. You see here my sweet little M1 can hide completely inside of the canopy of the M5. The M2, much bigger heli, but still can park completely in the canopy of the M5. Can you imagine this? This is unbelievable. And even my biggest so far, and as you know from some videos, my most favorite helicopter, the M4 Max, is looking, to be honest, a little bit like a toy. I was at Rotorflight, and you have seen maybe my video with Jonas about the new M5 and the new M6. We had a very funny meeting 10 minutes before the fair was closing. We were already on a parking, spontaneously sitting with Jonas. And already on the Rotorflight, I saw that, to be honest, the M5 is more to be compared from the size closer to the M7, the biggest OMPHOBBY helicopter so far, than to the M4. Now you can see it. I have them both, and there's really a huge difference. So I will go to build this M5 and the next days. It will take for sure longer time, because I tell you the reason. Because many things are new for me in this project. You see this beautiful motor. It's not a pancake direct drive motor like we have here in the M4 and in M4 Max and the M4. It's a complete different system. In all these helis I had so far, there are always the direct drive motors, which are directly mounted to the main shaft and are turning the blades and the rotor head directly. Here, this is such a size, you see it already. The size is so big of this helicopter that you would need a huge pancake motor if you would have a flat motor, or you would need a motor with gears inside, and this whole technology would be much too heavy. And because of this, we are coming back with the M5 and the M6 to the traditional system with a motor and a pinion on the motor and the big main gear, about the same size as the direct drive motor on the M4 and the M4 Max has. And this is another technology. You need more knowledge, you need to know how to space, you have to make the mesh the right distance from the motor. So this is one thing I have to really learn. But the most important step for me will be, I'm changing this time with the M5, I'm changing to a new flybarless system on Rotorflight. So this is an FR Sky. It is the RS007. It's an FR Sky flybarless system based on Rotorflight. The software is Rotorflight. So I was a little bit, I have to say, I'm very brave in this, because I was learning now to use the brain system, which is much more easy to use compared, not so complex like Rotorflight. But I have great pilots, team pilots in our team, which promised me to help. They will send me files for the M5. But this will be a challenge. So I will for sure need some time to get to grips. But what I love so much, I have an FR Sky transmitter now, the X14S. And in this flybarless system is, in difference to the Brain 2, is already the receiver built in. So you have a very clean build from the flybarless system coming out two cables with the antennas. So like I did it here in the M4 Max. I do it always this way. Jonas Wackershauser showed me that's the best way to place the antennas in a 90-degree angle. So this is all in one piece. That was the reason why I'm going for this. I'm going for an orange M5, and this is the orange flybarless, and it's in aluminium, CNC made. So it's a beautiful set, but it will take me some time. Speaking about size comparison, this is the tail boom of the M5. If you hold it over the M4 Max, it's almost the length of the M4 Max. Here is the tail boom mount. Here I have the canopy. So you see when the machine will be ready, it will be about this, and there's still coming the tail rotor. So this is a huge machine. And it will take me more time because, of course, I want to be sure that I'm perfectly prepared for this machine. Another thing is new on our channel. We invested in a new camera. We have a Samsung camera, Samsung S24, a better picture quality. I hope you will see it. And we invested in a microphone. So I'm having now a small DJI Mini microphone. And I hope when we are here in this room that there's no so much sound from the room, because the microphone is close to my voice and to my chest. And when we are out on the field, we have some wind protection. So at the time being, we had huge problems because sometimes it was windy and you were hearing more wind in the background. It was making and you didn't hear me almost. Another problem in our videos I made so far in these 1.5 years on YouTube, when I was standing a little bit away from the camera where was the microphone, my wife is always making these videos, and she's sometimes standing 2 or 3 meters or 2 meters away from me. My voice was getting smaller and smaller, more quiet. You heard sometimes more cars in the background, or the company. I have this new wonderful field, My Paradise, but there's a company and they have sometimes some ventilations, or they are sometimes making machines are making noises. Sometimes these noises were at least almost as loud as my voice. So it was very difficult. I see it by myself. When I watch my old videos, I see that there are many technical problems. Now we want to increase the technical quality of our videos, and I hope I will still have the same. I know I don't have the same love. I'm having my love for flying is getting bigger and bigger with every day. So there will be a lot coming. So first of all, the build video of my M5. It will come in steps because I want to build this helicopter really in a very specific way. I want to build it after the instruction, but I want to get to know this flybarless system before I take this machine in the air. So I have my M4 Max and I want to prepare for this big machine because, to be honest, I was now starting to fly my M4, not even the M4 Max, because I was, for a very long time, I was afraid of all programming and working in my transmitter. I changed to FrSky, to my X14S, which I love. It has Hall gimbals, CNC precision gimbals from a Radiomaster. But after doing this, I received ready to use files for the M2 EVO Mark II and the M1 EVO from my friend James Tucker in England. That was fantastic help for me, But I was so lazy or so afraid of working in my transmitter that I was all the winter flying with the ready-made setups. And now, when I came to setting up my M4, and now in the future it will be the M4 Max and the M5, I wanted to learn this, and I got from friends as well, I got links to HeliFreak, the forum in America, and our team pilot Keith Williams, he's also working for FR Sky, made a brilliant guide for setting up helicopters from the ground. So I did this for my M4 from the ground, from the first throttle curves, over the pitch curves, everything step by step. He explained it, and I'm so happy that I did it. But and I was beginning just a couple of days ago to fly with the M4, and I always told you that to fly bigger helicopters is easier than the small ones, but it is not 100% true, because we are people with psychology in our mind. So we are having in mind, when such a machine which weighs about 1.5 kilogram comes down in a crash, there will be a lot of crashed parts, damaged parts, and the parts itself are much more expensive. So when these birds are coming down, very often you just place them on the skids, you check the functions, and if it was a harmless crash, there is 90% possibility that this machine will just fly again. Or there can be a main shaft or a feathering shaft bent. With the M1, it's even more extreme. This machine is a tank. It's almost unbreakable. I know people which are saying they have 10 crashes on one day and this machine is still flying. So, and you have automatically, I can only speak about myself. I have a little bit more fear from crashing with the big machines, and with this one, oh my goodness. So I think the first flight with this one, I will have a lot of respect. Also, another reason is you have to be full of respect. These are the 500 Rotortech 580 Ultimate blades. So if you compare them once again with my M4 Max, they are almost 2/3 or more, maybe 4/5 of the length of the M4 Max. So when you get hit from such blades, this is really, really bad. You have to be really a good pilot and a responsible pilot. You have to be always far enough away from you. This one, here are the Ultimate 420 on the M4 Max. They are already possible dangerous if you don't use this helicopter in the right way. I will prepare myself with them for flying. I don't rush myself with the M5, because first of all, it would be very, very sad if I would crash this machine unnecessary, and it would be very expensive. So I want to be well prepared. Please have some patience with me. The next things to come up are, I'm beginning to cut grass. With the M2 and the M1, I'm flying inverted, very low. If this is the grass, I'm coming sometimes so close and single grass pieces are cut. My rotor blades are now very green. Sometimes when I'm coming home, I don't even clean them because I'm a little bit proud that I do this. And I try to hold this helicopter in this position. Also with the M2. With the big ones, I don't know. It will take time. I don't know if I will do it any time, because there will be also some kind of maybe ground effect, the opposite ground effect, that it will be pushing up, at least in the simulator, I feel it that way. But it will take time, and I would also recommend you this. If you are relatively new, it's my fifth season of flying, and I really say I'm a new pilot. I know many pilots which are flying 20 years, 15 years. So my 4 years of flying in the past and now the fifth season is still not a lot. And I would really recommend you to go slowly, to be careful with these helicopters. So this is coming up. This is coming up. The M5 build is coming up, and I want to make a video about the whole process, how I was losing my fear of programming my new radio. This is for me, this will be maybe the third video for the future. So I'm full of ideas. I'm hoping that this microphone outside will work great. There's also some kind of background noise reduction when you are outside, so that background noises are even more far away in the background, maybe even the rotor blades of the helicopters, because they should not dominate my narration, because you know I'm liking to tell you what I'm flying through. So this all will come up in new quality, new camera, the same dear camera operator, my wife, I love you, my darling. New microphone, everything will be new helicopters. This is also new. I could not stop myself from getting another M2 EVO Mark II, because I'm in love with this orange one, which I built by myself. This is a Mark II. I made it out of an old M2 EVO. This is a new Mark II from the factory. I wanted to have it because she was feeling so lonely, my yellow, and I had to fulfill her the dreams. You can tell this also to your wives if she's against. Helicopters have feelings, and they don't want to be they don't want to feel alone. They need company. That's a good tip. So I wish you a happy Easter, and please stay tuned for future videos in better quality, with more love for flying, because this fact that I'm now not so afraid in front of my radio was giving me so much more fun in the whole hobby, because now the last point of which I was afraid is eliminated in some way. So many things are coming up. Stay tuned. If you like this video, give us a like. If you like it very much, please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for future things. RC Copter Love. Happy Easter!